Alrighty guys, hello, welcome to the countryside. I am wearing my boina, so that can only mean one thing. We are having a Gaucho day or a country day here at an estancia in the outskirts of San Antonio de Areco. This particular estancia is called El Ombu. It is named after a tree that we're going to show you very shortly. And basically, we've got all day here. We're gonna be having some empanadas, some welcome drinks. Then in the morning, we have the option of riding a horse or going on a carriage ride. We're gonna have a barbecue lunch. And then in the afternoon, we're going to watch a horse whispering demonstration, shall we call it. It's called Doma India. It can also mean like Indian taming of the horse. And there's going to be folklore, there's going to be music. I'm already befriending the dogs here. As you can see, there's lots of big dogs, including a Great Dane. So yeah, it's going to be a really fun day here in the countryside. We're getting started at 11 a.m. and we're going to be here until 6 p.m. This is something that can easily be booked. It's a super popular day trip from Buenos Aires, or you can do it here once you're in San Antonio de Areco independently. And you can also spend the night at this estancia. I couldn't find any availability, so we stayed at a different estancia. But yeah, really looking forward to sharing this day with you. We visited after a pretty big rainstorm, so reaching the estancia was an adventure in and of itself. We took a taxi until we reached the end of the paved roads, and then we were met by a driver that the estancia sent over, and then we rode in a pickup truck down the muddy roads. As soon as we arrived, we received a brief tour and introduction to the place, and it wasn't long before we were being served a mid-morning snack. Okay, so the food has just arrived. Check that out.
Check it out. So we've got orange juices to start with. We were able to choose our beverage, and we also have local empanadas. Apparently these are carne, which are filled with meat.
Yes.
So they look like the fried variety, which are some of the best.
The best.
The best. Let's try a bite.
I should also mention we could choose from wine and beer, but it just seemed a bit early in the day for that.
Yeah, take a look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so juicy and tasty. Delicious. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's juicy. I just saw it spray. Yeah.
That is so good. I love it.
To give you a bit of history, Estancia El Ombu de Areco is a historic estancia on the outskirts of San Antonio de Areco. The main farmhouse dates back to 1880, and it's been in the hands of the same family since 1934. They opened their doors and started receiving tourists in 1993, and now visitors can either come for the day or spend the night at their 11-room hotel. So if you can hear the mooing, it means we are by the cattle.
Yes, they're raising Black Angus over here.
They are.
Take a look.
Ta-da!
So this property is huge, 300 hectares. So they're raising the cattle, as we see. They also have different crops. We've got dogs running around. We have different buildings. There's so much to explore here that even though we have half a day, I don't think it will do it completely justice.
Buen día. Sí, está bien, está bien. Doggy, are you licking cow doo-doo? That's cow doo-doo. Doggies. Alrighty, so we had two options in terms of activities.
Yeah, so we could have gone on a longer horse ride, or we could go on a shorter carriage ride and enjoy a bit more leisure time around the property. And today, we're just feeling like we needed to chill a bit, and so we decided to go with the carriage ride. It was really nice. The path that we took gave a nice overview of the property. We got to experience the sun. We weren't sure if it was going to be sunny today. We started off the morning with like really overcast skies. It almost looked like it might rain. So yeah, just a nice tranquil way to experience the property. And we're just loving it here today. We're able to relax, and man, we've needed that. Could be also just like our style of travel is evolving as we get older too. It's also nice to just take it easy and relax a bit, not race around like a madman.
And that is what you're doing right now.
That's what I'm doing. It doesn't get any more relaxed than this. You're probably wondering why I have my socks pulled up over on my pants. There are quite a few mosquitoes.
Still.
Yeah, still. And yeah, I just don't feel like getting bitten alive today. So yeah.
Alrighty guys, well this is the OMBU tree the Estancia is named after.
Yeah, apparently it's the most famous tree in the Pampas, and it's such a distinct landmark. And just look at the way it spreads out. It's
massive.
Fascinating. What's really interesting too is it's hollow. So
Yeah, so let's go demonstrate. That's what our guide was telling us, or like the welcoming person.
So you can tell from, you kind of knock on it.
Yeah, it kind of sounds hollow.
It does have like a hollow sound to it.
And then he had picked up a twig. Of course, I can't even identify. Oh, this is a good example. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like spongy.
Completely spongy. So.
Yeah, it's hollow inside. So he was saying it's actually not a tree.
I mean,
what is it?
I don't know what it is. It sure looks like one to me. But like I don't know enough about trees.
Yeah.
My dad would. He's a forester.
Your dad would.
I don't.
And apparently this one dates back to 1806.
Yeah, so it's a true landmark. It's right in the middle of the property. It's a beautiful place to take a photo and admire just how its branches spread out in all directions.
And maybe enjoy some shade.
Enjoy some shade too. Besos. Besitos. 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 Oh, besitos.
Algo de chichurín. Acá tenemos pollo, cerdo. Esto es todo lo que es lomo. Y vacío, esto vacío.
Wow, es grande.
Sí.
Oh.
¿De dónde vienen? Canadá. Es matarlo, ¿no?
There you go. Wow. Okay. Lunch was served in the covered terrace, and I mean, just look at this place. The colonial floor tiles, the ivy climbing up the columns, and this beautiful table waiting for us.
So one of the highlights is that we're getting two different kinds of salads. Check this out. It's like a carrot and corn egg-based one. And then this one is more of a green one. It's got lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes. So nice. So nice to be getting some veggies. And this will go perfect with the asado we're getting. It's gonna be a mixed grill. We got to see it being prepared. So excited for that to arrive at the table. We also have a wine, Malbec 2022. It's the label it's custom for the Estancia. So Estancia EL OMBU de Areco. And the bodega apparently is Siete Fincas. You can see from up there.
Okay.
More food has arrived. So check this out. Over here we have the chorizo and the salchicha, of course. So also had the option of getting the morcilla. But we got a lot of meat coming, so we decided not to have that. That's the blood sausage, of course. It's nice and juicy. Check that out. And the wine. Oh, it's been a fantastic lunch so far. We weren't sure if this was potato and mayonnaise or with cheese, but it is cheese. It tastes a little bit like scalloped potatoes. Just a really good meal so far, and it just got started.
We lost track of how many different courses of meat we had, but it was a lot. The waiters kept walking by with trays and trays of meat, so we had some sausage, beef, chicken, pork, and more. This was followed by a classic dessert, flan with dulce de leche and cream. And then the music started. Give it to the staff at the Estancia because they really planned it well. Get the guests feeling merry with a bottle of Malbec wine, and then by the end of the meal, nobody will resist getting up to dance. Not only dance, but learn a traditional folklore dance. This definitely brought back childhood memories, as these were the same dances we would do at my school when I was growing up in Argentina. Evidently, I didn't retain the steps or the moves, but it was a lot of fun to relive that. Stomp! Stomp! One, 2, 3. And you stomp your feet again. And stomp your feet. we were led out to the garden to watch a horse whispering demonstration, also known as Doma India. The true Gaucho's approach to taming a horse is a gentle one built on trust, and that's what we got to witness here. During the demonstration, we watched as the Gaucho moved his trusted horse into various positions without any force or struggle. The horse lay down on its side, then on its back, and also put its legs up in the air. It was a display of complete trust and very cool to see. Well guys, here we are, passed out on some lounge chairs underneath the shade of a tree. That was so much food, I can't even begin to explain to you how much we ate. I think they came by with trays of meat like 5 or 6 times at least. We had chorizo, like the sausage, blood sausage. They had chinchulines, which are the intestines. And then they had more normal cuts of meat. Let's say there was chicken, there was pork, various cuts of beef. At the very end, they served the sirloin, which was amazing. They had ribs. And then after all that, we listened to some folklore music. We watched some dancing, and then they got us up on our feet. We learned to dance some of these dances as well. I had done some of these dances as a kid back in the day. And then we watched the horse taming demonstration. Again, so cool. And now we are passed out with the Estancia dogs, who also ate like pigs. Here's one of them. Samuel, lounging.
I'm one of those dogs.
One of the dogs.
I feel like them. Yeah, that was awesome. Just so much fun. The wine was flowing, the meat was being served, we had dessert, we got to dance. That group all left, and we are the ones lingering. We have some extra time here, and apparently we still have merienda. We have more food coming. Yeah. So we need to pass out, sleep, digest, and prepare our bellies for more.
Exactly. So normally if you come here during the summer months, you've got an hour and a half of free time where you can like go use the swimming pool, or they have different games and activities indoors. Like you can actually play pool, like walk around the estancia, whatever you feel like doing. We need a nap. So we're napping with the dogs. And then it'll be merienda, which is tea time. And then the day will be over. But yeah, it's a full-on day, friends. It's been a lot of fun. Would definitely recommend. I've had a great time so far. And now I'm gonna sleep. We have opted for a small afternoon snack. Small.
In case you didn't think we were gluttonous enough pigs, we do have more food to be having.
We do.
I think it's less than 2 hours later, about an hour and a half later.
Yeah.
But we got a brownie.
We did, with
and
walnuts.
We have a lemon square.
Yeah.
And we have apple juices.
Apple juice.
So, cheerio.
There were lots of options. We could have tea, coffee, juice.
Yeah. We're the only people left here. Big group came and they've already been whisked away on the bus. On the bus.
Back to Buenos Aires.
Back to Buenos Aires, and we're just chilling here, enjoying the property. This is amazing. Super siesta time. There's no distractions here, just the dogs, us, and some food. Gotta love it.
So, as you're chilling and our stay in San Antonio de Areco comes to an end.
Chilling like a villain.
Exactly.
You be chilling like a villain.
Do you have any thoughts, advice, ideas you want to share?
Well, I think it's a great place to visit, to be honest. The fact that you can get away from Buenos Aires, like just 2 to 3 hours drive, In fact, it's probably less than 2 hours if you ignore the traffic that we experienced. You can be in a completely different world. It's a great place to come and experience the Gaucho culture and also lifestyle. Out here in the countryside, kind of the Pampas area, it's just beautiful. Totally worth checking out, and yeah, highly recommend it. Beautiful day. I mean, what a nice experience being able to come here. Beautiful property. There's so much to offer. I mean, it's so nice that a place like this exists. These estancias here in Argentina are just the best to visit. They're some of my favorite places in the whole country to come and relax. They just know how to do travel and tourism here so well. It's not action-packed. You come, you get to enjoy the space, plenty of time to walk around. They feed you so well. There's enough fun activities, the horse riding, the dancing, and the food and the wine just keeps coming and coming, and then you get an extra merienda on top of it. So yeah, I mean, if you like to relax, if you like beautiful destinations, if you like peace and quiet, if you like to be fed well, I can't think of a better place than this to spend an afternoon.
So we're going to say goodbye because we're headed back to Buenos Aires shortly.
We are. We're going back to the bustle, but if you can come and enjoy this tranquility, do so.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.